What's up, guys? Today, we're gonna do something a little different. We're not playing any games. This is not a Minecraft video or a Roblox video. This is a random video from other than Roblox and Minecraft. Well, it's still kind of a Roblox video. I am rating 60 Roblox games so I'm basically putting 60 games in each of these 10 rows of what I think of each of them. Some games I don't know about, so yeah, I'll put it on right here. Don't know or haven't heard of it. So there are 10 rows. The highest one, best, and very good, good, okay, it can be better, meh, not bad, bad, worse, and don't know or haven't heard of it, or haven't tried it. Um, so yeah, um, I'm doing a rating game or a ranking game, ranking Roblox games. So yeah, first game, we're gonna start from the left to the right, which is the top left to the bottom right. So horrific housing, let's start with that. I would put, for the first one, for horrific housing, it's not that bad. I barely played this game. I had my cousin and some of my friends played this game also. It's like a surviving game or something like that. Um, but yeah, so that's what I think for horrific housing, and I don't have any more explanations about this. Alright, next game, V-Swarm Simulator. I don't know, or, well, I kind of know it, but I haven't played this game. But except I had some friends played this game, V-Swarm Simulator. So yeah, I would, but I would might change my mind and put it on like not bad. So, but I will put it there since I have not played this at all. Okay, so yeah, third game, build a boat for treasure. Okay, this one, oh, has to go to the meh, probably. Uh, this one is like a boring game. Um, it's like a tycoon game. You have to like build a boat. Yeah, of course, for the treasure. You have to like build a boat, and then like once you're done building it, whatever time you want, you can switch the ground into water, and then the water forces you to move because it's like has a lot of force into it, and then there are like five-ish or eight, 5 to 8 stages to get through. There are some stages that can like ruin your building. Um, it can like there are like so many objects in there that can ruin your building. There's also explosion stuffs. There are like other stuffs like that, and yeah. And when you survive all of that stages, you you made it out and you are at the waterfall, and then you fall down from there, and then um, you see there is a treasure, and there's probably about like 200 golds or something. So yeah, each time you survive that, you get gold from that treasure. Uh, and also you get some golds when you survive some stages as well. So yeah, so that's how the game goes in Build a Boat. Next game, Flicker. I have not heard. I haven't played this game. But I think I've seen a little bit of the video of a YouTube video of this game, Flicker. It's like a Among Us type of thing, and the murder to see who's the murderer, who is suspicious, and that yeah. Uh, so that's what I think about that game. All right, Arsenal. Oh my gosh, the best one. My favorites. One of my favorite ones. I started that game 3 years ago. and that game's been created since 7 years ago. This Arsenal game, it's a gun game, and there are like so many maps in that game. Well, not that many, but there are some maps that are so much details, some maps that have like the average amount of details, but some of the maps have a lot of details. I think there is a Christmas update for Arsenal. Like I I played a little bit of that. I saw there are 3 new maps. There are 3 new Christmas maps for Arsenal, but I already forgot what it was called. I might check it again a little later. So yeah, and there are also different stuffs in the shop. There's like weapon skins, and like emotes or something, and crates. There's an announcer and all of that, and I think the card profile as well. And there are also some game modes. I think it's competitive, and the I forgot the other ones, but that's all I know about that. I haven't been playing the game modes. I've been just playing the Arsenal game, the regular one. Yeah. So Arsenal, that's the best one. So much details. They have different guns and some detailed map as well. Alright, next game. I think this is NPCs are becoming smart. This one, I do not play this game at all. And I don't remember if I have any friends that plays this game. So yeah, so this is another game that goes to don't know or haven't heard of it or haven't played or tried it. So yeah. Natural disaster survival. Okay, this one is good. Um, natural disaster survival. Okay, so you do like different disasters, like, and also different maps, like different cities, different little city maps, and all that. And you also do some different disasters, like there, like you have to survive the disaster from these rounds. Like try to survive it. And then for the health, when you like get hurt, you can't heal from it. You can't heal from it. But well, no buts at all. Um, you can't heal your health after getting hurt from 1+ health. That's like, for example, you're probably in like 60 HP and you cannot heal to 61, 62, 63. Yeah, you can't heal your health, but you can reset to make your health back to full. And yeah, and also for the disasters, there are sandstorm, blizzard, waves, or also known as tsunami, flash flood, thunderstorm, acid rain, fire, and meteor shower, tornadoes, and volcano. And there's also a new disaster. Well, it's not really that new. It's only been around for about 2 years. It's the virus, the COVID virus disaster. Um, the weird thing is, it's pink. The virus is pink instead of green. Uh, well, I'm guessing um, Stickmaster Luke doesn't want to get copyrighted from that COVID virus, I guess. So yeah. Okay, next game. Adopt Me. Okay, this one is another good game. And it's also a popular game. Probably the most popular ones out of all the Roblox game. This this game has about 30 billion players, to be specific. It's not really people when you play a Roblox game. It's players, but you can also consider them as people as well. So yeah, Adopt Me is a roleplay game. Uh, uh, you like spend your life there. It's like doing your life. Like that's how life is like in the game, and also in real life as well. Some days are bad, some days are good. some days are hard days. So yeah. Okay. Next game, Sky Wars. Okay, this one is. Oh, this one's okay. This is an okay game. This one is a Minecraft game, a Minecraft lookalike game. As you can see, the swords. That's what the swords are like in Minecraft. We got the diamond sword. We got the. I think this is the silver sword and or iron sword, and this one's the uh, amethyst shrine sword. I think that's what it's called. Which is the highest sword in Minecraft, the highest damage in Minecraft. Uh, Sky Wars. It's like Minecraft game modes as well. I think I remember doing a Mineplex game. It is literally like Sky Wars, where you have to fight players um, and all that from like other like areas or something like that and all that. So yeah, so Roblox is kind of trying to copy Minecraft right there. Yeah, we got some copyrighted people there in Roblox. Okay, Tower Defense Simulator. I have not played this game, but I've seen it on my homepage, but I haven't played it, even though I put it on the haven't heard of it, but I've seen it on my game page. But you know, I put it there because I haven't played it. Okay, Piggy. Okay, this one is it's either good or very good. I will just put on very good for now. This game, Piggy. It's like Granny, but there are different stuffs in Piggy. There are some maps. Um, there are two books as well. Book one. There are 12 chapters, and book two. There's probably like um, almost 10 chapters, or maybe there is 10 chapters. Um, and Piggy. There are Piggy skins as well. From book one and book two. There are two shops in each book to get different skins in Piggy as for whatever skin you like to get in each books. Um, you can only equip one of them, only one skin in each book. Um, and yeah, that game is pretty good. Chapter 1 for book 1, yeah, is literally Granny part right there. They have the Granny map right there, but except that chapter 1 map, it's a little smaller, so. So, there's like, yeah, there is the house, there is the basement, there's the attic, and there's the backyard, and the garage, and all that, and yeah, yeah, another copyrighted, game right there. Piggy trying to copy Granny game right there. Okay, Blocks Hunt. Okay, which another parody game. This is actually Prop Hunt. This is also known as Prop Hunt. If you guys play Call of Duty, basically there is a game mode called Prop Hunt, and you have to disguise yourself as a object, and you like put yourself into somewhere. Um, you can also hide as well with that object. And you can like for example, you turn into a cup, and you are putting yourself in a table. So that's realistic. That's a realistic spot to be at because, of course, there's always gonna be a cup in a table, and yeah. Um, um, some spots it doesn't. Some spots they don't work at all because they're the same spot, and there are so many changes to it, and all that, and yeah. Um, It's also like hide and seek, but you're not really hiding, but you are disguised as an object, which is sometimes it's hard for the the killers or the seekers right there. And yeah, okay. This one is Lucky Block Battleground. I haven't played this game, but I have seen this in my game page. And I think I had friends play this game as well, and probably my cousins as well. Um, okay. Epic mini games. Okay, this one is the best. This one's the best. You can do so many different games in there, like so many different games. Like you can do surviving games, racing games, uh, team games, fighting games, all that. You do all different types of that. And yeah, for epic mini games, like there's so many things to do there. Like there's about it's about 60 mini games right there, about 60 of them, and there's also another epic mini game called Epic Party. It's like a board game. It's like a mobile. It's like a mobile board game. A virtual mini game is what you can consider. Like it's like Mario Party 10. Epic mini games is like Mario Party 10. They Mario Party 10 has some mini games coming from Epic mini games. So uh, another copyrighted game from Epic mini games. Epic mini games try to copy Mario Party 10, and yeah, well, um, they don't have all of the mini games, all the same mini games. They only have some of them. At least 25% of those mini games. So yeah, okay, next game. I think this is Pet Simulator X. I don't play this game. Another game that I have not played. That is 6 games that I haven't played at all. Um, but I think I've had friends play this game as well. So yeah. Super Bomb Survival. Um, it's either okay or it's good. Um, let's put it in good. Just for the meantime. Just for now. Super Bomb Survival. You have to survive some rounds, and there are bombs coming from the sky. And, well, there's not just regular bombs coming from the sky. There is also rockets. Rockets and a pot and a drink, explosion drink, and there's also a radio, a frozen radio, and also a lava radio. Like there are different explosion things coming from the sky. It's not just regular bombs. Neither do regular grenade. So yeah, I know there's also a exclamation point event where you touch it and there's a big disaster going on. Like there are some things like it's getting dark. It's raining pizzas. It's it's raining coins. It's raining ducks. It's there's a thunderstorm or lightning, and yeah. Oh, and speaking of pizza, there are some foods also that are coming from the sky as well to heal your health. To heal your health as well. Like there's pizza and there's also a heart. Oh, and the trick is that there is another type of pizza that's coming from the sky. It's a Corona pizza. It's a virus pizza. It's like purple. Um, so if you eat it, the virus explodes, and the virus is it turns into a big square, or not really a big square, just a small square, and you are when you're in there, like lose, you like decrease your health into about 5-10 HP. So yeah. So try to avoid that. whatever pizza you see, which do not eat the purple pizza, just eat the regular one, the one that's the regular color. So yeah. Okay, breaking points. Uh, this one's okay. This one's okay. This one, breaking points. This is a scary game. I like scary games, even though I put on okay. This one's like a killing game. This is about a breaking point truth. You're in a conference table in a round. Like, you are trying to figure out who shot that guy, who shot the player. Someone has the gun and they shot a player, and then we can't see it because the light is off. And once that player shoots that player, the lights turn back on, and we have to figure out who shot that player. And yeah, so that's literally how the conference table goes. And there are like three different conference tables. There is one that's regular, a regular conference table. It's a regular size. There's the second one that's a big one. The third one is an aquarium conference table. And yeah, and there are also different game modes. I think one is Duck Duck Goose, and the second one is a 1v1 fight, and three uh, is the regular breaking point mode. I think it's the figuring out who shot that player and all that, and yeah, which is the regular mode. Okay, next game. Welcome to Bloxburg. Okay, alright. I've had friends and my cousin play this game. Um, Even though I put it on don't know, haven't heard of it, or haven't played it. Uh, but yeah, I have not played Welcome to Bloxburg. This one's a Roblox game. This game costs 25 Robux. I didn't spend 25 Robux with this game because I don't want to spend Robux. Because spending Robux just for a game, um, that's kind of ridiculous. That's kind of a odd reason for that. So yeah, but I think I've seen a little bit of Welcome to Bloxburg. I think this is also a roleplay game. Um, I think it's like Welcome to the Neighborhood of Robloxia, or Robloxia. That's how I pronounce it. Yeah, I think that's what it looks like, cause that's another roleplay game right there. Uh, okay, Super Doomspire. This one. Uh, it's probably very good. It's probably a very good game. Super Doomspire. There's another game like this, which is called Doomspire Brick Battle. Um, Basically, it's a fighting game where you fight four teams. There are four teams, or well, you're in a team and you have to fight three of them, and you have to defend it as well. Um, so four teams. You can see in the thumbnail we have or uh, we have red, blue, green, and yellow. Red, blue, green, and yellow. Those are the four color teams. And yeah, so there are weapons that you have. There's like six of them, I think. There's like six weapons that you have to use. You can use for fighting. There's a regular sword, rocket launcher, dodgeball, bomb, regular bomb, slingshots, and a paintball gun. And I think I got all of them right. And yeah, so yeah, the tower is pretty big. Um, there's like so many floors in that tower. So each rounds, I don't know how many minutes it is. Maybe it's infinite. It's probably infinite. You just have to defeat the towers as soon as you can. So yeah, because that's big. So yeah, I think each rounds are pretty long. So and There's no time limit. It's probably limited. So yeah. Okay, Bed Wars. Okay, this is the same thing. Same thing like Super Doomspire and Doomspire Brick Battle. Bed Wars, but the same fighting game, but there are some different things to it. Oh, and this is also considered as Minecraft Bed Wars. Minecraft has this game mode as well. Basically, for Bed Wars, the same thing. It's a fighting game. You just fight the tower, but there's something different. There is a bed in the tower, and you have to protect your bed. Um, for whatever color team you're on, you have to protect that bed. Like, put a lot of blocks, a lot of strong blocks and all that, so that the opposite teams, they don't destroy it. For example, probably like put like obsidian blocks there and all that. And there's also, I think there is a crafting game as well. There's a crafting as well, like crafting your weapons, crafting your armors as well, and all that. Like, and upgrading it. Like, obviously you start from the lowest, which is the brown one. I forgot what's the name of it. Um, and you're going up to diamond. You're going up to diamond. I think diamond's the highest one. And yeah, um, so this is these two, or just Bed Wars. This one is also another copyrighted game from Minecraft, because Minecraft has Bed Wars too. Um, the same rules there and all that. So yeah, uh, that's how it goes in Bed Wars. If you guys haven't played Bed Wars and Minecraft Bed Wars, and yeah, Brookhaven. This one is another roleplay game. I have not. Well, actually, I did play it a little bit, probably once or twice. I would say it's not that bad. It's another roleplay game. Uh, I forgot what they had over there. But what I think, it's not that bad. Um, because there's like, it's a roleplay. There are houses. There are like cities and all that. Like in all these role plays and all that. And yeah, I guess that's what I think for Brookhaven. Just put it right there and not bad. Okay, SCP-3008. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh, it's either very good or it's good. It's either very good or it's good, because for 3008, maybe I should put it on very good. 3008, there are so many details on 3008. For 3008, you're in a IKEA store. You're in an IKEA store, which is very big. A very big IKEA store. It's probably big like Home Depot or something, or Costco building. Um, and it's like there's daytime and nighttime, and there are IKEA employees scattered around the store. Um, and well, since Roblox, um, the SCP-3008 game, they didn't consider it as IKEA. They made the store into Rokia instead. They don't want copyrights. So yeah, they're trying to avoid it. So Rokia, you're in a Rokia store, not IKEA store. You're in a Rokia store um, with a lot of furnitures and all that. And there are Rokia employees scattered around the store. And it's daytime, and the Rokia employees, they're just walking normal. But when it's foggy, when it's a foggy day or a nighttime or blood moon, the Rokia employees, they hurt you. They chase you. But when it's foggy, when it's a foggy day, the Rokia employees, they chase you, but they're not that fast. They just chase you in a normal speedway. But when it's nighttime, um, the Rokia employees, they do go fast. They chase you in a speediest way. And for Blood Moon, I think it's the same thing, but I think the Rokia employees, they give you damage, and I think they're a little faster than the regular speed. So yeah, this is a scary game. SCP-3008. I mean, technically, I think all the SCP monsters, they're all scary. Uh, yeah, so that game's a very good one. It's a lot of details to it. Oh, and there's also like a base or something, like a building, a little building where to build. There's like an area where you like put a lot of furnitures, where you make furnitures as a wall, and it's like your own building right there, where you like build your area, and there's also food there as well. There's like also food. There is burger, there's meatballs and spaghetti, and there is water bottles. There's Coke. There's Diet Coke or Coca-Cola, a big bottle of it. There's pizza. There's ice cream. There is fruits, apples, banana, and lemon, and all that. And there's also a rare thing. There's also a rare thing in that game. There is a GameCube. It's a GameCube. It's pretty rare because that item, it doesn't get found that often. It's like a 5% chance to be spotted. And that's the rare thing to keep on your inventory. Well, not really in your inventory. To keep in for yourself, but not in your inventory. So yeah, that's the game, SCP-3008. It's very good. And it's really scary. I like scary games once again. Uh, Funky Friday. I didn't mean to put it on bad. I don't think it's bad. For Funky Friday, I think it could be better. There. So that game, Funky Friday. It's like a music game where you like follow the rhythm. You like follow the rhythm with different keys from like different keys, which is either left, right, up, and down, or WASD, or somewhere like that. Um, some musics, they're very hard. They're very challenging to do and try to follow the rhythm because, like, there are some keys that could appear at the same time with the other, because that's the top part, to work hard on like all four of those things, because yeah, that's why it's challenging for it. This game has been around probably for about a year or two. uh, I'd say it could be better because when there's like more updates to that game, it should be epic. It should be insane. uh, so yeah. I think this is Wacky Wizard. This one, I have not played this game. And I don't remember if I had friends play this game as well. Okay, let's do... This one's Murder Mystery. This is a good one. This one's a good game, but I also think it's bad as well. But I put on good because that is my favorite game. That's my favorite game. I started that game 8 years ago. Um, so basically, Murder Mystery, it's like Among Us, but there is a sheriff team. There's a sheriff team. Um, so the rules are the same. You have to find who is the murderer, and a little different. The sheriff is there to rescue the citizens from the murder. Um, and there are some tricks with this. If the sheriff shoots an innocent, the sheriff dies as well. So yeah, so that's how it goes for murder mystery, and and the problem is there's like some bad things happening in murder mystery sometimes. There are teamers there in murder mystery, and there's like trash talking, toxic talking over there. I've been there. I've experienced that at least, yeah, a few times. I had well, at least I won some of them, but yeah, but I not getting involved with that. Because yeah, I have not played this game in months, literally months, because well maybe a year, because that game it's gotten to the bad days, because all those teamings, all these trash talkings, toxic talkings, hacking as well. So yeah, but it's still my favorite game. I it, you, it was a good game back in the day. There was a lot of changes to this game. When I started that game 8 years ago, and when the game got created in 2014, um, the lobby was very different. We were in like a like a chest lobby, which is like black and white, like in a random building, and and it's very dark. It's very dark. It's very dark in there, and yeah, and back in the day, there was only and there's also modes. There's also modes there. There are three modes. There's one that's the casual one, which is the regular one. There's the second one's hardcore, where we are disguised in different people and different names, and we're wearing like different clothes, and we have different hairstyles, and we are in first person in camera. That's the hard part um, for all of us in hardcore mode. And there's also an assassin mode where we like defeat. We're all murderers, and I think sheriffs too. We're all murderers. We have to defeat each other, and there has to be one murder standing, the last murder standing in the game. Uh, so that's how all these modes goes. So, anyways, what I was talking about back in the day, there was only hardcore mode. Back in the day, I always joined murder mystery. Uh, it's always hardcore mode. That's where I'm always on. Because in the lobby, that's the only mode that there is. Um, and yeah, again, like when we enter a round, we are disguised in a different person, and we have a different name. Like for example, we have some names like Foxtrot, we have Delta, we have Golf, we have all that, all that. And there's also another game for murder mystery, which is called Mad Murder. It's the same rules as well, the same rules. They also have hardcore mode. They have different names as well, um, and all that. Yeah, like they're very confusing in hardcore mode. Like disguise people, disguise person, or players, disguise players, and disguise names and all that. That's so confusing. Oh my gosh, that's really how suspicious it is for murder mystery. And yeah, that's why it's been bad days for murder mystery. That's why I stopped playing it, because I didn't enjoy it, because there was bad days going on. Like once again, teamers, hacking, bad talking, or bad trash, toxic talking over there. That was not fun. Um, so it's a good game. It's still a good game, even though I think it's the worst or bad. But I don't want to disrespect Murder Mystery, because this is my favorite game. I've liked this game since day one. Um, which was 8 years ago. I didn't actually play it when it got created. I started playing that game like 3 months after it got created. I was very young back in the day. It was good days back in the day. It was a chill days. There wasn't that many teamers and all that. Okay, next game. I think this is called Super Blocking Ball. I don't know this game. I don't know this game, but I think I've had friends play this game as well. Um, Especially with Outlaster. Outlaster, I saw some of my cousins and my nephews play this game too. This is another game that my family has played, and I think friends too. But for myself, I haven't done it. Okay, the maze. The maze. This one's a very good game. A lot of details to it. It's a scary game. There are two different monsters there. There's one monster that's like all black and has like a white head and black eyes. And he moves slowly. But if you get closer to him, it's a jump scare. And there's a second monster. There is another monster. He looks skinny. He's very skinny. He has red eyes. And he's also very fast as hell. So you have to avoid that monster. He's like an SCP. He's like one of the SCPs, which is SCP-096, the Shy Guy. The Shy Guy. But that monster in the maze, it's not like that. But he is fast. That's one thing in common they have for it. Alright, next game, I almost said monster. Next game, Would You Rather. This one's a good game. It's a very good game. Well, it could be okay as well, but I'll put it on good. For Would You Rather, it's like a question game. Like there are two options. Like there's one that's in the blue side, there's another one on the red side. Like for example, like would you rather be playing or be a Roblox player or be a Minecraft player? Roblox is on the blue side and Minecraft's on the red side. So yeah, that's what they have. They have some different type of questions there, like becoming like characters and having different stuffs and all that, and having all that. There's also another game like this. It's called Pick a Side. But except there are some different rules there. For Pick a Side, same rules. Answer the poll question. You don't really need to answer it. You can be AFK. It's optional. For Pick a Side, there are the same colors, blue and red. If you pick one of those colors, it's like a fighting game. You have a weapon. You have a weapon to take out, and there's like different types of weapons in the shop. There's like so many good ones in there. And there's also different game modes on Pick a Side. There's one that's regular, and there's another one that's a obby round, and there's the third one that's a strong health, which is like less damage, and the the fourth one is super speed. The fifth is random weapons. The sixth is the fishing round, where you have a grapple hook and you're trying to get the player from the opposite team, and you try to aim for that player, and you put he or she or him, or yeah, you put that player in the water and they die. So yeah, those are game modes on Pick a Side. And And yeah, there are some same rules in Would You Rather as well, but I don't think they have game modes there. Okay, next game, Marble Mania. I have not played this game. I have not played this game, but it's another game that I had friends play with. So yeah. Speedrun 4. This one is another good game. Um, it's a speed game. It's an obby game. Where you're very fast as hell. You're very fast as hell, and there are 30 levels there, like 30 levels. There are like different types of like levels that has like different themes to it. Like um, what you're seeing in the thumbnail, this is level 30. That's the last level before the win, and which is the Nyan Cat theme, I guess, which is the rainbow. And there's also different types of it, like I said. Like we have a volcano level, we have a city level, we have the acid level, the candy level, the golden level, the winter level, the season level, which is the fall level, and all that. Um, yeah, so that's a good game. And there's also modes. There's different modes. There is mirror mode. There is zombie mode. There is other types of it. Uh, and yeah. Uh, and there's also another thing. There's another version of themes where you pick a theme and you switch all these levels into a random theme. Like for example, you're switching it to a processor theme, and all the levels turn into a processor or a circuit theme, or a circuit breaker theme, something like that. And yeah, um, so that's a good game. It's an obby game. It's one of my favorites. There are also hard levels as well. There's hard levels um, that I used to rage on. Like there are hard levels like level 7, the rainbow level. It's not this one. It doesn't look like this. It's another type of level stage where there's like each platform is a random solid color, and you're trying to time it. I keep messing up the time of when to jump. Like I hold the space bar, the space bar like before, but now I let it go sometimes because now I understand why I'm doing this wrong. So now I can't rage there anymore because that was a classic me. Because back in the days, I was getting very angry whenever I die. Um, that was 6 years ago, is what I'm saying about all this. Okay. The hood. I think that's the game. This one is, this is very good. This is a very good game. This one's very detailed. Even though I barely play that game, but I still rate it something. I still rate this game something that's so good, a very good rank. Because that's a very good detail and all that. And yeah. Uh, that's all I can say for the hood. Mad City. Okay, this one is the best. The best game. That's the best game. For Mad City, it's like a robbery game where you rob like different types of buildings, but not all of them. Um, there's like there's bank, there's jewelry store, there is music club, poker club, pyramid, the train, and the boat, and also the Apple Store as well. Uh, so yeah, those are the buildings that you can rob there. They give a lot of money. Give a lot of money. Uh, so yeah, um, Mad City is also considered as jailbreak. It's also considered as jailbreak because they have the same like rules and all that. They have the same the same thing of how it goes. So they have some things in common. But Jailbreak, they have some different buildings there. Well, especially for Mad City, they both have different buildings, but they have the same buildings and the same team. Well, some teams they're different. Mad City, for the teams, there is criminal, there's prisoner, police, hero, and villain. And those are the 5 teams there. Prisoner, like usual, you start as a prisoner if you want to join the criminal team and the villain team. You start as a prisoner, and when you escape, you automatically turn into a criminal team, and you are out of the police station. And for the police, uh, you're you're basically in the hero team, where you're saving the city from all these criminals, from a robbery and all that, stealing the money, trying not to make the building go into bankruptcy and all that. And yeah, and also for the villain, when you're a criminal or a prisoner, when you kill a hero, when you kill a hero, sometimes they have a crystal that comes out. And when you get that crystal, you automatically turn into a villain, because you got the hero's power. Like, that's what I like. That's what I do to myself. Like, for me, when I join this game, I start as a hero, and then I put myself into the police station, and then I just automatically reset and try to see if I get the crystal. And when I get it, I will turn into a prisoner team, and then try to get that crystal and automatically be a villain, and then I have the power. Um, and yeah, that's how I do in Mad City. Uh, there are some changes to Mad City. Before, um, they were different, and I got used to those things back in the day. But there are something different that happened in Mad City. There's a Chapter 2 update that happened there. Like, there are so many changes. Like, so many buildings have moved. Like, I think the police station, it was like right at the beach, but now it moved to the mountainside, which is like on the side. Um, and yeah, That's why I stopped playing Mad City, because I couldn't get used to it, because there was a lot of changes to it. And also the city, um, the robbery buildings. I think some robbery buildings have moved too, as well. Um, and I didn't enjoy it. I did not like the changes. I wanted to continue the original chains. I got used to it. I've been used to that since 2018. I started this game 4 years ago. I got used to it, because that's where I always go in my usual days when I play this game. Um, so yeah, that's why I stopped playing it. I didn't enjoy that. Uh, but I don't know. Maybe I would turn back to Mad City, and just for a little bit, I guess. Um, so yeah, but Mad City, that's the best game. It's a lot of details. I like robbery games. I like that. I like being a villain and criminal. Like, there's so many things to do when you're out of prison and all that. Okay, hide and seek. This one is good or okay. I'll just put it on okay. Hide and seek extreme. Uh, for hide and seek extreme game, you are playing the hide and seek game, which is the regular one. Except there are some things that are different. You're playing in a big map, like a big room, which is like the size of a human room, and we are we are the size of ants. Like, we're the size of ants, which makes it harder for the seeker to find us, because the maps are big. That's why they put extreme into it, because it makes it harder. For the game, each round you have about a minute to hide, and the seeker is in the frozen block, and we are we're spawned in like a random like inside of a building or something, and we have 1 minute to hide, and then when the seeker is out of the frozen block and when the frozen block melts, he comes. And also the seeker is a little faster than us, a little faster than the hiders, and we have about 3 minutes to try to survive the round and try to avoid being caught by the seeker and try to stay away from the seeker. If you get close to him or touch him, you are dead. You go oof. You're done. And you automatically go to spectating mode. And yeah, that's how the game goes. You guys should know this. The kids, you kids should know this. You guys play this. Most of the kids play this. So yeah, you guys know the rules about it. Okay, Tower of Hell. Okay. This one is another okay game. Tower of Hell. It's like an obby game, but it's a little different. We are going to the top. We are doing obbies from the lowest to the highest. Tower of Hell. There's like 5 stages to do, to get to the top. Each stage you complete, you get points, and when you're finished with it, you made it to the top, and you have 100 points. And there's also a white door to go to, and when you touch it, when you touch the door, the time it gets faster. It gets faster by like one speed boost each, and then it doubles up from 2 and all that. It gets faster. It doesn't have to be one person. It can be more people that can touch that can boost the time, that can like speed the time. Each round, you have about 7 minutes to try to complete the obby, all 5 of them. Try to get as many as you can, and as many points as you can, and yeah, that's how the game goes. And there's also a pro server in Tower of Hell. But for pro server, let's say it doesn't make any sense, because pro server, you don't need a level requirement. Like, you don't need to be level 10 to get to pro server. Because when I went to pro server, I was like very low level than level 10. So yeah, pro server, you don't need a level requirement. It's just a pro server. For pro server, it's an upgraded server. There are like more stages over there. There's like 10 of them, and the time is a little longer. And I'd say you have about 12 or 13 minutes to try to complete as many stages as you can. And I think the same amount of points to get is 100. It's probably still the same amount of it. So yeah, that's Tower of Hell, guys. That's Tower of Hell. That's one of the good games. That's also a popular game. There are billions of people playing that game. Billions of people visited that game in total, in a whole lifetime. Work at a Pizza Place is also another. It's also another good game, and also a popular game and an old game. Work at a Pizza Place. It's a game where you work at a pizza place. There are some jobs in there. There is cashier, there is cooker, there is pizza boxer, um, supplier, delivery, manager, and yeah, those are the jobs over there. I don't know if I forgot some more, but yeah. Those are the jobs and work at a pizza place. Uh, and there, and as usual, there are there's like four different pizzas there. Four different pizzas. There's a cheese pizza. Actually, no, there's three, not four. There's cheese pizza, there is a pepperoni pizza, and there is a sausage pizza. And there's also drink. There's also one drink as well. It's Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew is the drink. Um, yeah. So there's not really that many things to order there in that game. So it's kind of an odd game, but it's still a good game. Um, Still a good game. It's an OG game. It's a popular game. Billions of people play that game. That game is created in 2008. That game is 14 years old. Um, and yeah. Um, so that's work at a pizza place. And that's what I think of it. It's a very good game. Islands. I don't know this. I don't know Islands. I have not played it at all. But I think I've had nephews. I have my nephews play this game, and especially some of my cousins too. Um, yeah. Jailbreak. Jailbreak, another great game. A very great game. It's this, like I was saying, for Mad City, same rules, same robbery rules. But Jailbreak, they have some different buildings. For Jailbreak, there's bank, there is a jewelry store, there is a power plant, there's the train, there is the donut store. There's the donut store and the pyramid. And I think that's all. Uh, and also forgot to mention about how much money do we get there in each robbery. So let's start with Jailbreak. For a bank, you get about between 1,000 through $4,500. That's what I think of it. And for jewelry store, you get about $2,000 or $3,000 for a jewelry store. And for the train, you get $1,500. And the donut shop, I don't know if you get I don't know if you get money. All you do is just steal a donut. That's what you do. Oh, and also gas station. I forgot that a gas station is also a robbery store as well. Um, Gas station, you get, I think, about a few $100s, probably close to 1,000, probably about $800 or so. Yeah, that's how much you get. And also power plant. Power plant is a very different robbery. Um, you have $6,000 in total. In your uranium. You have a uranium in your back, and each $10 you run out of money. So you have to send the uranium to the collector in Volcano Base as soon as you can. So you start from about $6,500. I think it's $50. I don't think it's $10 each that drops. So I think $50 each. It goes down. The money goes down $50 each. So you have to get to the volcano base or criminal base as soon as you can. Um, for me, so I was at $6,500 or $6,000, and I made it to the criminal base or volcano base. I sent it to the collector, and I had about $52 or $5,500, between $52 or and $5,500 left. That's how much I had for. That's how much I had. And yeah, so for power plant robbery, you have to be fast. You have to be as quick as possible because that robbery is different because your money drops $50 each. So yeah, you have to be fast for that. And yeah, and for Mad City, how much money do we get for Mad City in each robbery buildings? Well, I'm gonna start from the lowest to the highest. The lowest is the boat. The boat, it gives about $2,000, and the bank, $3,000. Poker, $4,000. Uh, Jewelry store, $5,000. Um, Music club, $6,000, and pyramid, $7,500, and the train is custom. The train is custom amount of money. Uh, it's you like there is different trailers in the train. Like there is one trailer that has seats, but there are some monies in it, a stack of money. And there's another one, another train trailer where it's a golden trailer where there's golden ingots and a stack of money, a cabinet of money, and I think a bag of money as well. And there's another one. It's like a vault. It's like a vault trailer where there is a diamond, a a cabinet of money, and a bag of money as well. I think it's the same thing, but it's red. It's a red trailer in there. So yeah. Um, that's the robberies for Mad City and Jailbreak. Uh, I think I forgot some of them, but whatever. Let's move on. Theme Park Tycoon. I think this is the second one. I see the number 2 right next to the Tycoon. This one is very good. It's a very good game. It has a lot of details. Basically, for a Theme Park Tycoon game, you have to build your own park. Your own park. Try to make it as good as possible. Like make a lot of restaurants, make a lot of rides, a lot of other stuffs like that. So you can have more people in your park. Like try to make it the amount of people from Disney World, Disneyland, Universal Studios Orlando, and Santa Cruz and Great America, all those parks. So yeah, that's a very good game. Uh, it it makes a lot of work for it. It's a lot of work for that game. Cook burgers. Oh my gosh. A cook burger is a boring game. Let's say. Um, you can't even do that much on it. You can't do that much. It's like a role play, I guess. A little bit of a role play. Um, you just barely do anything in there. Like you just hang out in that game. That's all you do. That's all we do in there for cook burgers. So yeah, it's boring, but I don't want to say it's bad. It's because there's nothing bad on that game. It's just boring. That's what I would say with it. Um, okay, Fleet of Facility. Fleet of Facility. This one is another good game. This is a scary game. It's also a surviving game. Fleet of Facility. It's like Piggy. Um, but there are some different things in Fleet of Facility. There are like 3 computers. There's 3 computers to hack to flee a facility, and there is one person that has the sledgehammer, as you can see in the thumbnail, and which is also the monster, which is the suspicious one, the it as well. And when they see you or when they hit you, you're put into a rope, the and then the imposter puts you into a tube, and then you're stuck there. And also, when you're stuck there, your health decreases, slowly decreases. Probably about 1 health each, but it's not that fast. Um, so yeah, when you hack all 3 computers, you flee the facility. There's like there's like more than one exit. There's more than one exit there. So yeah, there's probably about 3 maps on there, or more than that, but there's not that many maps over there. So yeah, and I haven't played that game in a while. Anyways, next game, Infectious Smile. I did a little bit of this. I played Infectious Smile at least twice or 3 times. But I still am gonna put it on haven't heard of it. Cause I already forgot about it. That's that's my reason for why I put it there. Next game, Camping. This is a scary game. Let's say it's okay. It has a lot of details. Has a lot of details to it. Um, and there are also stories about this. It's also a story game. I think. I probably forgot. I haven't played camping game in a while. So yeah, that's what I think for camping. And normal elevator. This one is, oh god, it's either good or very good. You know what, let's put on good. Normal elevator. Basically, it's a scary game, but it's also a regular genre game. It's not just scary. That's why it's called normal elevator. There's like different disasters. There's like different floors to do. Like there's not just scary things on there. There's also like memes. There's memes there too. And there is like disasters, which is not a scary theme, it's just a disaster that you have to survive. Like a surviving floor and all that. And yeah, that's what they have in normal elevator. Also, you can pick up some players there. You can pick up the skeleton, you can pick up the strong noob, and you can pick up the other guy. I forgot his name, but he's wearing a coat, a brown coat, and his skin is green, and he has like a triangle head. And yeah, I forgot his name. Um, and yeah, though you can pick up some players as well. And yeah, that's normal elevator. Dead Run, Roblox Dead Run. This one's my favorite. It's a lot of details. It's a surviving game. Um, Basically for Dead Run, you have killers and you have runners. Those are the two teams. Those are the two teams in Dead Run. When you're in a round, there's one killer and all the runners. One killer is controlling the buttons. There are so many buttons for the killers to control. Um, Whenever a killer presses a button, something happens. Something happens to some of the players. Some of the players get involved with the disaster of what's going to happen in that map, and there's also some tricks. Some some players can go into that area, but they're just kidding. And then sometimes the killer, they accidentally click it, and I'm one of them. It happens all the time, but not for me. It doesn't happen all the time for me. It happens just sometimes. And yeah, that's Dead Run. Um, it's a very good game. It's also an OG game. It's about 8 years old. Um, that's This is also another game I started when I joined Roblox. It's a 2014 game. It's a very good game. Uh, and millions of people play this game as well. And it's pretty popular. And there's a lot of details with it. Survive the Killer. This one is very good. It's the same thing as Piggy. The same thing as Piggy. But there are some different things to this. I think you have to survive like other killers than just Piggy. Probably like other types of killers. That's what I think. I haven't played that game in a while. Probably about a year or months. So yeah, that's what I think on Survive the Killers. It's a very good game. I like scary games. I like surviving games. And yeah, this is Royal High. I think that's what it is. Royal High. This one is a good game. I barely even play this. I did this like 2-3 times. There's a lot of details with this. And so many things in Royal High. It's like a roleplay game. It's like a roleplay game. Um, where you just hang out in that game. You just hang out. You spend life over there in that game. And yeah, that's Royal High. It's a roleplay game. You just spend some time in there with friends or whatever, and yeah. Uh, okay, next game. Zombie Rush. Oh my God, Zombie Rush. I wish I would put you on the good one, but I wish I would put you on the good one because it's one of my favorites. It's a shooting game. It's a shooting game. It's a zombie game. I put on okay, or maybe I should put on meh, because Zombie Rush, you can't do that much. You just have to survive the zombies. It's like Call of Duty zombie mode. The surviving the zombie mode. Um, and also the Project Lazarus. Project Lazarus as well, but except there are some different rules there. There's some different things in there. Zombie Rush, there are different types of zombies. You can see in the thumbnail. There's not just regular zombies. There are different types of zombies. That's the regular zombie on the right, and these two they are different. They're purple. I think this one is an amethyst zombie, and the other one, I think it's a big. I think it's also amethyst, and it's also a big zombie. It's a brute zombie as well. It's a giant zombie. So yeah, that's what they have in Zombie Rush. There's also another game that looks like Zombie Rush. It's called Zombie Attack. It's the same exact thing. Um, oh, forgot to mention about the guns. There's some difference from the shop. For the shop in Zombie Rush, when you're trying to get guns, there is a level requirement to be. Like for example, you have to be level 25 to get the Uzi. You have to be 290 to get the shotgun, or 280 to get the shotgun, not 290. I think 290 is for the sniper. And also level 475 for the freeze ray. The freeze ray gun. And for zombie attack, the guns, the weapons in the shop, it does make sense. You do need money for it. That makes sense. Um, for the shop, it's a level requirement. I don't know if it makes sense for that. So yeah, that's Zombie Rush, and that's what I think of it. Or maybe that's not what I think of it. I should probably put it in meh, because there's not that many things to do in Zombie Rush. Yeah, I should probably put it in meh, or not bad, not bad at all. That's what I think in Zombie Rush, because again, there's not that many things to do. You just kill zombies, and also one more thing. There's also infinite rounds. Like, the round is an infinite time. There's no time limit. And there's also waves. Like, for example, you're going up to 60 waves. And you haven't even died yet. Or maybe you did, but there are other players taking care of this round. And each wave we pass through, we respawn. And, yeah. So that's why the rounds are very infinite, and you can try to go as high as you can. Like, yeah, you just play Zombie Rush. Just spend time killing zombies. Try to go up as many waves as you can, as long as you can. Try to survive as long as you can from all these zombies. But as you know, as usual, later the zombies get harder. It doubles the damage. The zombies get a little faster, and yeah, so it gets harder in the future. Okay, so we have what? 4, 8, 12 games left. 12 games left. Rainbow Rumble. I think that's what it says. This one, I do not know this. I do not know that game. But I think I've had friends play this game. Uh, okay, next game. Flood Escape. Okay, this one is the best. The best game. Even though there's not that many things to do, but it's the best. I like surviving games. That's the surviving games. Flood Escape, uh, you just survive. Survive different maps. And there are no, there's 4 difficulties in there. There is easy, medium, hard, and extreme. Extreme, not that many people go into extreme because not a lot of us are intelligent to the game. Um, so yeah, most of us, we go to easy, medium, and hard. That's our that's our favorite difficulty in Flood Escape 1. And why am I saying it's the first one? Because there is another Flood Escape in this game. There is a second version of it, but there are some different things to it. But before I talk about it, let's talk about Flood Escape 1. Uh, Flood Escape 1, there is a lot of maps in each difficulties for easy, medium, and hard. Um, for me, all those maps, they're so easy, but extreme mode, no. No, it's not easy. Because you can't, because back in the day, when I was doing it extreme, I didn't even know where to go. And that map was pretty big. Like, it's bigger than all the maps in Flood Escape 1. Like, the map is it's like a big bedroom. It's like a regular size of a bedroom. That's the size of Flood Escape 1. And there's also a training area, which is also considered as a practice room. There are 3 types of practice rooms. There is agility, there's chain reaction, and there is code cracker. Um, Agility is trying to practice for the obby, like trying to practice parkour. And chain reaction, you just practice what color where to go. Like there is like 4 colors. There is blue, green, yellow, and red. And when one color has been chosen, you go to that color, and you have about 3 seconds to go there. You have about 3 seconds to go there. And yeah, and for the code cracker, you have to solve the button. Like there's like 4 buttons on each side. Um, like make the buttons green, make the buttons in red. Sometimes it could be all green, sometimes it could be all red, and sometimes it could be both. Neither green and red. And yeah, and when it turns green, that means you solved it. And when you solve both of them, the door opens and you escape. You survived. And there's also a single player where you practice a map in any difficulties by yourself, and yeah, that's a solo mode right there. You practice a map by yourself in a random map from easy, medium, and hard map. And also, okay, and also for extreme, there's about like 2 maps there. It's about 2 maps. They're all hard. Um, I barely do extreme. I barely do flood escape. I stopped playing that for a while. I'm focusing on the second one now, which is what I'm gonna talk about in a little bit. And yeah, flood escape's a great game. It's a great game. You just survive maps, different types of maps, in different difficulties. And for Flood Escape 2, there is the same rules, the same difficulties, but there are other difficulties. There are different difficulties. Um, 3 usual ones: easy, medium. Well, actually, for medium, it's changed to normal, but it's still considered as medium because it's a normal difficulty mode. And hard. And there are 2 more difficulties. One is called insane, one is called crazy. And uh and we and for me, I want to do insane and crazy because when you do a higher difficulty, you get higher XPs. And speaking of XPs, yes, Flood Escape 2, there are levels. There are levels in Flood Escape 2. You go up as high as you can. The levels are infinite. You don't you don't have there's no limit of stopping at 999, all those nines. So yeah. And there's also different modes in Flood Escape 2, like server modes. There is normal server, there's pro server, there is chill server, and there's chaos server. Pro server, um, you have to the rules were, it used to be level 30 as a level requirement. There is a level requirement where you have to be level 30 to get to pro. But now, um, I think a few days ago, Flood Escape 2, the creator of Flood Escape 2, which is Crazy Block, he changed it. He changed the level requirement to level 50. So now it's gonna take very much longer than before to try to get to pro server. But I don't need to worry about it because in that game in Flood Escape 2, I'm level 51. So I'm lucky to stay in the pro squad. Oh my gosh. So thanks to myself for grinding on Flood Escape 2 longer than all my other games, because that's one of my favorite games. And yeah. Uh, and for chill server, it's a chill server. You we're doing like a chill. Oh, we're doing like a chill difficulty. We're doing our usual difficulties, which is easy, medium, and hard. And also for pro server, I forgot to mention. For pro server, for the difficulties, we usually do insane and crazy the most because that's a realistic reason. That's realistic to be in pro server because we want to do insane and crazy mode. We want to be challenging. We want to be an expert of this. Um, and it worked out for me. I'm a pro. I am such a pro. But I didn't survive all the crazy modes in Flood Escape 2. That's the bad thing. Because I didn't do the. I saw there are new updates in. I saw there are some new crazy maps in Flood Escape 2. And I haven't survived them. I think I tried some of them, but I already died. So yeah. But I survived all the insane modes, and I survived I think half the crazy mode, the crazy maps, all the insane maps, and some of the crazy maps. So yeah, I'm such a pro in Flood Escape 2. I like that game. It's a surviving game. It's a parkour game. So yeah, that's Flood Escape. That's Flood Escape. Oh, oh my gosh. I forget another. I keep forgetting. Keep forgetting stuffs of what to mention. There is another Flood Escape, which is an old Flood Escape. It's called Flood Escape Retro, where we are going back to the old days where we were all noobs, and there was same maps, but it was low details. And when we go to that game, there's also another thing for Roblox. We can hear our old walking sound and our old jump sound. So yeah, when we go to Flyscape Retro, it goes back to the old days. Goes back to your childhood in Roblox. Uh, yeah, I miss the old days in Roblox. The old walking sound, the old jumping sound, all that. But the player list and the chat and the inventory, they don't change. They're still new. They're still showing as new. It doesn't change, especially the health bar. The health bar as well. Okay, that's it for Flyscape. That's what I think. It's the best. It's my favorite. And yeah. Doors. Doors. This one is very good. It's a very good game. Um, there's a lot of details on doors. Um, and it's also a scary game, and it's a scary story. Um, it's a scary story where we play this game, and there are there are some scenes of what's going to happen on that game or on the story, and there are jump scares, and beware of that. As I said that, there are jump scares as we are playing that game. Um, I think I did this. I think I did, right? Doors. I think I did this, but I don't think I got the badge. I did a little bit of doors. And yeah. So yeah, that's what I think on the doors. Has a good amount of details. Has a high detail. It's a story. We get to see what happens to it, and yeah. It's a very good game for that. Uh, what is this? What's it called? The next game is what is it? It's I know it's Nico. Um, it's called Nico's Next Bot. Nico's Next Bot. I don't play this game. I don't play this game. I don't play this game. I think I've had cousins. My cousins play this too. They play this game. Um, but I didn't. I didn't play that game at all. Free admin. Oh, hell no. Oh my gosh. Our first game in the bad parts. Our first game in the bad parts. Well, it's in the worst part. For free admin, I put it there because there are bad things that's gonna happen when you play that game. For free admin, um, you have commands. You have commands, and um, you basically have to type in the chat. Uh, you have to type the slash and CMDS, or well, you type slash CMDS to see the commands, and chat. You have to type the slash and type anything you want. What you want? Anything you want on the chat. Slash. Like for example, slash fly me. You want yourself to fly. And you got it. You are flying in that game. And also slash kill. Kill somebody. Kill somebody. And you did. You killed somebody. Or you oof somebody. And also slash jail someone. And you jailed somebody. So those are the commands, and that's the bad part. Free admin, there is always trouble in there. There's always trouble in free admin. Like I was saying about the commands, there is always killing, there's always punishments, there's always trouble happening for us. Like they're like trying to overtake the the admin game, which is what not what we want, not what everybody wants, because that doesn't mean that they're boss, because they're not the ones that created that game. That means they're making it worse for all the players. So that's why I put it on the worst part, because there's always trouble, always killing, because the player that has been doing that, they just keep doing it over and over and over again. They can't stop doing it. But I think later sometimes they get banned. They get banned probably after that, because I think they report abuse or something. They report abuse to that player, and yeah. But sometimes it can work, sometimes it won't. So yeah, that's free admin. Free admin, I don't like that game, even though it's on my favorite list, but it will always be remembered as my favorite game, because this was one of my first games I did a few years ago. Um, yeah. Okay. I think this is Rainbow Friends. I don't know this game. I don't know this game, but I've had another game. This is another game that I had friends play, but I didn't. So yeah. Sonic Speed Simulator. This one is a good one. This one's a good game. It's a simulator game. Basically, it's like a racing game. There's a racing game. You have to get yourself a little faster. It's like Legend of Speed. It's like Legend of Speed, where each step you take, your speed gets a little faster. And the more you walk, the more step you take, you get faster. Like, I'm talking about 200 miles. 200 miles per hour. Oh my gosh. That's so fast. Like, fast as a Lamborghini or something. And all, and yeah. Uh, I think there's details on this game. I have not played this game, even though I think that this is good, but I've had, but I'm thinking of doing this a little soon. Sonic Speed Simulator. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing this a little soon, but I don't know when. I don't know when, but yeah, that's what I think of Sonic Speed Simulator. So yeah, that's in the good part. It's a really good game. Okay, clean up Roblox. It's not cleaning simulator. It's clean up Roblox instead. I have not heard of this game. But I did heard of cleaning simulator. I played that game with my cousin a long time ago. It was 5 years ago. Um, cleaning simulator, I didn't do that much. I didn't know what to do there. I was just hanging out in that game, just wandering around, just doing life over there in cleaning simulator. Yeah. Tower Heroes, another game I don't know. I don't know if some of my friends play this game. Yeah, I don't know this game. I have not tried it at all. So, yeah. Broken Bones 4. Okay. This one, I know I had my nephews play this game, Broken Bones 4. This is the fourth Broken Bones. My nephews play this game. I don't know how it goes. I never played that game. That's why I put it on don't know or I haven't heard of it. Because I haven't played it. Alright, 2 more games, and then we are finally finished. The Mimic. This one is another very good game. It's another very good game. The Mimic, it's a scary story. It's a scary story. Another scary story. It's the same thing as The Doors. The Doors. I don't. I think I did this. I think I got like 2 chapter badges, and yeah, I think I think that's what I did on the Mimic. I think I got 2 chapters on that game, and I probably survived it. And um, yeah, it was pretty scary in the Mimic. It's a lot of scary stuffs, a lot of jump scares, so many stories about the Mimic, and yeah. What is this? Minions Adventure Obby. This one is a good game. It's a good game. Um, this is my nephew's favorite. My nephew's favorite show from Despicable Me. Um, and also my favorite as well. I like the Minions as well. They're my favorites. So for that game, Minions Adventure Obby, we're just doing some missions to try to get to try to escape a stage. And I don't know how many stages there are in that obby. Um, so yeah, that's um, it's a pretty good game. And I like Minions. I like That's my favorite show. That's my favorite movie. And yeah, uh, that's what I think for that game. Alright, we did all 60 games. I rated all 60 games of what I think about it. Um, it took over an hour and a half to explain all this. All 60 games of what I think of it and why did I pick those. Okay, we have 6 games that are in the best row. We have Arsenal, Epic Minigames, Mad City, Jailbreak, Dead Run, and Flood Escape. They're all the best. They're all my favorite game. All 6 of them. I played all of them. They're all my favorites. And the very good ones, there is 3, 6, 9, 11 games. 11 games in the very good row. We got Piggy, Super Doomspire, and Bed Wars, and SCP-3008, The Maze, The Hood, Theme Park Tycoon, Run, Hide. Well, it's not actually called Run and Hide. It's just called Flee the Facility. Survive the Killer, Doors, and the Mimic. They're all in the very good part. They're also the best as well, even though they're just in the very good. And most of these are my favorite. But the Hood, I rarely play it, and I don't remember if I put on the favorite. In the good ones, we have 11 as well. 11 games in here. Natural Disaster Survival, Adopt Me, Super Survival, Murder Mystery, Would You Rather, Speedrun 4, Work at a Pizza Place, The Normal Elevator, Royal High, Sonic Speed Simulator, and Minion Adventure Obby. They're all very good. They're all in the good part. They're all still the best. They're still the best. Most of these are my favorite. They're my favorite games. And yeah. Um, those are That's what I think for all 11 games. And for the OK row, there is 6 of them. Skywars, Block Hunt, Breaking Point, Hide and Seek Extreme, Tower of Hell, and Camping. Um, uh, what they mean to me, they're okay, but sometimes they're a little boring because we just do the same thing. But for camping, I don't know. I just said earlier, there's like details for it, and there's like so many interesting things with the camping. It's probably another story game. Yeah, that's what I think, and that's what I think for this. It can be better, bro. Funky Friday. That's the only game that I put there. For Funky Friday, I put it on It Can Be Better because that game is just beginning to be around. It's been around for about a year or two. And I hope in the future, Funky Friday should have like better updates, some epic updates in the future. Um, I think I said that earlier, so I'm saying it again. Because, yeah, that is what I think on Funky Friday. And for the meh part, which is also the, alright, that's also, it's either good or bad, I don't care. It's the I don't care row. Um, Only a couple games, Build a Boat for Treasure and Cook Burger. Um, they're both boring, but they're still my favorite games. But yeah, but what I think of them is I don't care. It could be best. It could be good. I don't care what it could be. And yeah, that's in the middle right there. That's the middle part. And for the not bad row, only 3 games. Horrific Housing, Brookhaven, Zombie Rush. Um, the not bad part, it's not bad at all. It's just there's just some basic things, basic reasons in there, basic stuffs in the game, like just just basic all that. That's what I think of all those 3 games. 0 games in the bad part. For the bad part, I would consider the bad row as it's just bad, but it's not very bad. Um, but I was gonna put Murder Mystery 2 on the bad part because, like I said earlier, there's teamers, there is hackers, there is trash and toxic talking over there, and all that. And but I didn't want to put Murder Mystery 2 on the bad part. I don't want to disrespect because Murder Mystery 2 is still my favorite game. It's still my favorite. Um, those are one of the games that I played since day one when I started Roblox. And yeah, so yeah, that's what I would consider on the bad row. The worst row is free admin. It's the worst, absolutely the worst for free admin, because you can't. You have there's so many troubles. There's so many troubles that's happening on that game. Like there is killing, there's punishing, there is there's all that like bad commands, all those bad commands happening for free admin, and that's why I put it on the worst part, because that's it keeps happening like every time when I join that. But now I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not joining free admin because, well, maybe I can come back into it just for a little bit, just to reunite with it and just hang out over there for a bit, but not too long. Because I know it's gonna happen. Things are gonna get worse. Uh, so yeah, that's what I think of free admin. It's the worst, but it's also my favorite game. It's also my favorite game because that's also another game that I started playing when I began Roblox. And yeah. And for the don't know or haven't heard of it or haven't played or tried it, there is 4, 8, 12, 16, almost 20 games. Almost 20 games. Actually, I have to do a few switches. I have to do a few switches in this. Let's switch Welcome to Bloxburg. Let's say this is a very good game. Because Bloxburg, I think I've seen a little bit of Bloxburg in YouTube. There's it's like a role play, and there's like good days in there and all that, and especially Flicker. I have to switch Flicker into the good one. So the very good and the good is a tie from 12. 12 games. 12 games for both of them. And yeah, so yeah, okay, so now we made a few switches. So let's do a recap for don't know or haven't heard of it or haven't tried it or played it. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 17. There are 17 games I haven't heard of or I haven't tried or I haven't played because I put it there because I haven't heard of it. I haven't played it, I haven't tried it, but I've seen some of those games in my game page, in my homepage. So yeah, that's why I put it there. Okay, let's end this video. Um, I'm gonna end this video right here. Thank you guys for watching this video. I will do another rating video soon, or another ranking video soon. But I don't know what rating video I should do. Maybe another Roblox rating like this, but a little different or other. Um, yeah. So this was a pretty interesting video to do. I enjoyed it actually. I enjoyed rating the games, the Roblox games. I enjoyed rating them. And I enjoyed explaining why did I do this. And yeah. Um, so yeah, this is what I think in all 60 games. There are 60 games for this rating list, and there are 60 games in here that I put, and I responded to all 60 of them. And it's 100%. It's empty on the bottom, so all 60 games, they're right here in the list. Okay. Thank you guys for watching this video. I will do this soon. And I would do more Roblox videos and more millionaire videos. And soon, I'll do more of this soon. And yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is almost a 2-hour video because this took so long to do this like rating game, this rating video. And yeah, see you guys later, and peace out, guys.